Thank you, Squarespace, for sponsoring today's video. Hi everybody, what's going on? It's your girl Merle. I've given you guys some quality holiday vegan entree content. That was hard to say. We did the vegan roast ranking. Then I gave you my own homemade vegan roast with the stuffing and the gravy recipe. And now I realize I really would be remiss if I didn't offer you a vegan dessert option, because you want to bring something that's gonna dazzle your family members or your friends. What if I told you that I have a vegan recipe that is so good, so delicious, nobody's gonna know it's vegan. Nobody's gonna even ask. People are gonna be like,
wait, aren't you vegan? Are you cheating?
So we're gonna be making my very best vegan cinnamon roll recipe. I developed this one years and years and years and years ago, and I haven't made it in a very long time. They are indulgent, they are pillowy, they are delicious. What more do I need to say? If you're new here, I'm not a big baker, so if I can do it, you can do this. Let's get into it, shall we? The substitutions in this are super simple. We're simply using vegan butter and vegan milk. I'm using oat milk. You can use almond milk, whatever milk you want to use. Simple as that. The real ones out there will know I recently got a food processor. I'm gonna use it to make this dough because it's way easier. It cuts the time by a lot of time. So we're gonna try that out. We'll see how it works. There's actually a dough feature on this food processor, which is if you don't have the dough feature, you just wanna pulse it so you don't overdo it. But also, if you don't have a food processor and you just are gonna hand mix this in the bowl, you totally can do that. You just need a wooden spoon or whatever and a big bowl. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna melt down our vegan butter. I'm using Earth Balance for this. No particular reason. I really like Miyoko's butter, but honestly, the convenience of these coming in little half-cup measurements is clutch. And I've used it in the past for this and it works just fine. It's also cheaper, but anyway, so we're going to simply melt our vegan butter, melt it down. I like half the power of the microwave so it doesn't blow up in there or anything like that. And you can just, nuke it for like 15, 20 seconds at a time. Then we're going to add some room temperature plant-based milk, whatever milk you're using. Just try to remember to leave it out for like an hour before the recipe. If you don't remember, you can do the same thing and nuke it in the microwave at half power for a little bit, just to get it room temperature. You don't need it to be warm, because either way, you're gonna get some warmth from the vegan butter, and that is what is going to allow our yeast, our active yeast that we're gonna use, to rise. It needs the warmth, and it needs some sugar. So we're gonna add some organic sugar in as well. Just some cane sugar, nothing crazy, but make sure it's organic to make sure that it's vegan. Then I'm just going to blend this very quickly. If you're doing it by hand, you're gonna whisk it up at this point. Just really quickly, you could pulse it as well, just to get it stirred up. Then I'm gonna go ahead, I removed my little dough accessory, and I'm gonna sprinkle my active yeast packet. And we're gonna let that sit there. You're gonna wanna stir it, but don't touch it. Just leave it, let it do its thing. Just do your best to spread it evenly. I didn't even do that good of a job of spreading it evenly over the surface, and I'm still going to leave it be. Let it be. Just trust the process, let it be. After our minute has passed, or you see it starting to kind of eat the sugar and the goodness and stuff and wake up. You're going to. Now we're going to add 5 cups of flour and a teaspoon of salt. Now we're gonna test out this dough feature on this food processor, or if you are doing it by hand, this is when you're gonna start to mix this up, mix it well so it is like evenly combined. This is gonna take some wrist strength, so just be patient with yourself. Maybe alternate wrists to give yourself a break. I have to say, in the food processor, it whipped together in like 20 seconds, and it was really easy. Just putting that out there. And again, if you are using a food processor but you don't have the dough feature, just make sure to pulse it so we don't over-knead or overwork our dough. I really hope the yeast survived that. What must have been a roller coaster ride in there for them. Oh dear Lord, I hope it worked. And I'm going to put this in a large bowl. I put some oil in there, just a little bit of oil in there, just so it doesn't stick. I don't know if it would. Probably not, because there's so much butter in this, but I don't know. I just don't know. So now we're gonna take this out. It's not the most graceful thing to remove from the food processor, but that's fine. I find that naming the dough and singing it a little song to encourage it to rise is helpful. So let's name you Dolly Parton. Dolly Parton. All right, let's put her in the oven. And then we're gonna cover this with a cloth, and then we're gonna put it in a warm spot. Now, it's actually, for once, a little bit brisk here in LA because it's the winter time. So I can't just leave it out. I'm going to just put my oven to 200 degrees Fahrenheit, like its lowest setting, for maybe 1 minute. 2 minutes max, and then I turned it right off. Just to get it a little toasty in there so that you can put the dough in there and give it nice, something like a nice warm atmosphere for it to rise in. Some people also will put it on top of the fridge, but I didn't know if it would work or if it would be too cold still, so I decided to try this. Really, really hoping it rises, because if it doesn't, I have to start all over again, and I'm gonna lose my mind. Dolene, 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 I'm begging of you, please don't make me make you again. All right, I'll see you guys in an hour, and then we'll see if I'm gonna scream or not. Okay, everybody, it has been an hour, and now it's time to check on our dough to see if it has risen. It's anxiety inducing because if it doesn't look like it has risen, then we have to start all over again. So I'm a little nervous, but fingers crossed, cross your fingers. You're not crossing them. It's already 8 p.m. I really don't want to have to do this again. I am a baker. I am a baker. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy. I really didn't want to do that all over again. And now I know I can do it in my food processor. So exciting. Maybe I will start baking stuff. Who knows? Maybe I'll become one of those people that makes bread. That would be cool. Let me know if that would actually be interesting. I saw one person commented that they would like to see me do more baking and would be interested to learn how to make bread. Maybe it would be interesting to watch someone who knows nothing about making bread attempt to make bread for the first time. Let me know. If you take anything away from this video, I hope it's that. Singing and naming your dough is scientifically proven to help it rise. All right, Dolene, let's turn you out. Sounds so inappropriate. I'm gonna add about a half a cup more flour and a little bit more salt on here. I left the vegan butter out, and I've got a stick right here. This is a half a cup's worth. It doesn't have to be crazy complicated. You can just take the stick and peel it back kind of like a banana, like this, but fit your fingers underneath it so you don't get covered in grease. And then you just do this, kind of like a glue stick. And I'm gonna just use my hands to spread it around. I'm gonna put my hair up now. If you've got long locks, I recommend you do the same around this time because it is about to get messy, people. Do not be afraid. Never let the dough see you show any signs of fear. That is imperative. We must lead with confidence. Now we just want to knead this pretty gently until it loses its stickiness, so it isn't sticking to our surface here. We don't need to go absolutely crazy. Oh my gosh, it feels so good. Wow. I got my rolling pin. This always reminds me of the Amanda Show. Knock, knock, who's there? Rolling pin who? I'm gonna hit you over the head with a rolling pin. Anybody know what I'm talking about? This is looking spectacular so far, if I do say so myself, and I do. I am so proud right now of myself. Like, I've done this recipe multiple times before, but still, I just never take anything for granted when it comes to baking. It's not a perfect rectangle, but what do we say? Nothing is perfect. So why should we expect things to be perfect in the kitchen? It's like a painter's canvas. I'm Vincent van Gogh, just ready to hop on this canvas here. Okay, so now, I should have done this before, but I forgot. The brown sugar is hard as a rock, to say the least. I could kill someone with this. I can do a couple things. I can put it with a moist paper towel in the microwave, in a bowl, or I could use my food processor. I'm gonna quickly toss this in the microwave with a damp towel. Microwave this in like 20-second increments. Oh yeah, that broke right up. Now we're gonna add 2 tablespoons of cinnamon in there. I'm gonna eyeball it. I know that seems like a lot, but like, these are cinnamon buns. Hello. We're gonna take our vegan butter glue stick here and we're gonna smear it across. Let the Van Doing begin. Okay, now we're gonna sprinkle our brown sugar and cinnamon all over our canvas here. And we wanna get all around the edges. Sugar, butter, flour. Okay, I'm realizing that my glue stick method of the vegan butter worked very well, but is not enough butter. So we're gonna actually plop some more butter in there. and I'm gonna use my grubby mitts to do it because we're not eating cinnamon rolls for our health, people. And it calls for 3/4 cup of butter throughout, so that's what we're doing. Just don't do it like I did and do it after the fact, because cannot let the effort be lost in the pursuit of perfection. I just made that up, but I probably am paraphrasing I heard from somewhere else. Like I said, you can avoid this part of it by doing it correctly the first time. I can't rub it around now because I already put the brown sugar and cinnamon. It's fine. It will work. Whoa, shocking. It looks like some delicious vegan dessert pizza right now. So let's roll it. Place your seam down. Dolly, you are looking healthy. Gorgeous. Good job. Great job. Okay, now we're going to trim off the uneven ends. Don't throw those away. I'll tell you what to do with them in a little bit. They are adorable. I'm gonna make some big old cuts now. I think I was supposed to cut this in half. I don't care. Now, don't panic. Some of these are gonna be much bigger than others, and that's just the way it goes. We're going to cover these up with some plastic wrap, and we're gonna let them sit in a nice warm place. I'm gonna do the same thing with the oven, and I'm gonna let them rise for about 30 minutes. Yes, they're gonna rise even more. Okay, it's been 30 minutes. Looking good. That's all I'm gonna say. They are looking good. Let's take these out. These puffed up so gorgeously. Wow, some of them are so huge. Let's preheat our oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. That is 180 degrees Celsius. We are going to bake these for around 25 to 30 minutes. I'm gonna check on them at the 25-minute mark. In the meantime, let's make our icing. This is so easy. 2 ingredients, zip, zap, zop. Happens real quick. All right, so for our icing, it's really easy. We're just gonna add a cup of powdered sugar with 2 tablespoons of your plant-based milk of choice, and then about a half a teaspoon to a teaspoon of vanilla. And that's it. Whisk that up. Okay, the moment is here. They are out of the oven. They look perfect. We've got our icing. I just want to drizzle this on there while these are still warm, because that's just a good idea. I love recipes like this because it's one of the easiest ways to normalize vegan food for people that might not live in a place or have a community that encourages them to eat vegan food. And a great way to give them to someone and then not tell them they're vegan. And then when they're like, oh my God, these are delicious, you can be like, oh, and they're vegan, by the way. See? Because people are more likely to be open-minded sometimes when they don't even know it's vegan. The time has come. It's done. She's done, and she's perfect. She is perfect. She's golden brown and crisp on the outside and soft and moist on the inside. When I tell you these are perfect, I mean they are truly perfect. It's nice and flaky on the inside. Oh my God, it's so good. Okay, let me take a bite. This is nuts. Yeah, that is heaven. That is heaven. Make this for yourself right now. You need it. Trust me. Oh my God. Look at how fluffy this is. Like, it is just stunning. Much like that powdered cinnamon in this recipe, life without a new website would be a real grind. So I'd like to thank the sponsor of today's video, Squarespace. Let the puns begin. Squarespace is the all-in-one website platform for entrepreneurs to stand out and succeed online. I don't know why I said that like a threat. Whether you're just starting out or managing a growing brand, Squarespace makes it super easy to create a beautiful website that won't fall flat. That's a yeast joke. You can engage with your audience and sell anything from products to content to time. All in one place, all on your terms. Let Squarespace rise to the occasion, another yeast joke, and make you a completely personalized website. With Squarespace's brand new guided design system, Squarespace Blueprint, you can choose from professionally curated layouts and styling options to build a site personalized for you and your brand. It's totally doable. Wow, I'm really on a roll here. Okay, Merle, but once I launch my site, how's anybody gonna find me? You're so adorable. No need to worry. You can easily launch your website and get discovered fast. with integrated, optimized SEO tools. So you show up more often to more people, specifically the people that are looking for you, even the ones that don't even know they're looking for you yet. Squarespace also offers your customers a seamless checkout experience. Squarespace accepts credit cards, PayPal, and Apple Pay. And in eligible countries, you can even offer them the buy now, pay later option with ClearPay and Afterpay. So what are you waiting for? Go to squarespace.com for a free trial, and then when you're ready to launch, go to www.squarespace.com/MerleO'Neil to save 10% off your purchase of your first domain or website. That's www.squarespace.com/MerleO'Neil for 10% off. You're welcome. Okay, let's go back to the video. Unfortunately, the rest of the video, the mic died. And so it's a lot of me being like, ooh, this is delicious. Wow, yes. And then eating and then dancing, being happy, and then saying, oh my gosh, you have to try this. It's a lot of that. So the sentiment remains, you've got to try this. These cinnamon rolls are incredible. What I love about these is that they are so, I know I've said this a bunch of times, but they're so flaky. And they are just like, the dough is so perfect. Make sure you use all the butter though, that the recipe calls for. Do not skimp on that or it'll be dry. And just lean in, you know? Anyway, I hope you guys had a nice time. I love y'all. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you on the next one. Ciao for now. And also, I'm gonna be moving. So I'm not sure if it'll be the next video, but definitely the video after that. I will be in a new kitchen, in a new place. So just wanted to give you the heads up. Very exciting. Bear with me. There will be some growing pains adjusting to the new space, but I just wanted to let you guys know. Something on the horizon. Okay, bye-bye now.